We're live. Oh, is my microphone working? Yes, microphone is indeed working. Good evening, everybody. How are we on this Monday night? Yes, Monday night, and I can probably see myself doing quite a lot of more streams of these. But I enjoy them, don't I? It's good fun. Right. Yes. There we go. Done. Done. And done. Determine quality. You determine quality. There we go. That's your quality. Excellent. 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 Good evening, as I said. Um, we are here. We are here on a Monday night. It's been a while. Has it been a week? I think it's been a week. Um, I am so on brand as well. Look at this. Ridiculous. Um, right. I am on brand. I am nearly there. I am nearly finished. I am nearly done. Oh, 3 retweets. Somebody else loves me. Oh, no. Hello. If you pop in a short while. Apologies if you do pop in, because I'm not reading your screen at the moment because I am setting something up. There's been somebody. Oh, right. There we go. Everything's done. Good evening. Welcome to our usual Monday night streams. Is this live? Is this working? Is this working? Yes, it is working. Hello, good evening, Arden. Thank you very much for the retweet. How are we on this fine Monday? How are you? How was your weekend? I realise I haven't been streaming that long. I think it's been a week since the last time I streamed. You've wasted all your play game jokes. Well, put it this way, fuck it. By the sounds of it, if the rest of Euro's going anything like Italy, we're going to be locked inside for a while. So you got plenty of time to think about it. Yes, yes. Good thing is, you're probably going to escape. Yeah, Europe's gone to shit, hasn't it? As I was saying, so I haven't streamed for a week. We've already started closing schools. Yes, we had one school closed today. Somewhere. Basically, the official advice from the British government right now, which, let's be honest, they're a bastion of responsibility, has been. We'll talk about Corona. Fuck it. If you have a cough, stay at home for 2 weeks. Which is a thing, I guess. Huh, there we go. Yes. So, we don't know what's going to happen. Well, we don't know about anything. But basically, you can't buy loo roll anywhere. Luckily, I've got 3 rolls, so we may open up a well, I'm going to call it a cryptocurrency because we buy and sell toilet roll. There we go. That's a bit of a joke. You can have that. Yeah, everybody else is exactly the same. Shit's going to. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Put it this way: by the looks of it, if you're young and are in relatively good health, and haven't got an immune suppressed system, shit quite literally just hit the fan. Yes, and nobody's got any loo roll because some twat has hoarded it. Um, I don't know what's going to happen. But my way of thinking is so. I'm going to talk about this because I was going to talk about this anyway. Yes, I. So various things. You may or may not have known. TwitchCon has been cancelled. So I spent the first day of my holiday because I am a responsible individual and I went to Berlin at the weekend. I spent the first day of my holiday basically reclaiming back a fuck ton of money. I say a fuck ton. A decent amount. I think I've probably lost about 150 quid through basically booking TwitchCon and then not being able to go. So basically, TwitchCon itself, it was cancelled. So I completely understand why. You can't have 2,000 people from literally all over the world, basically mingling in Amsterdam. And let's be honest, there's probably been a lot of viral infections in Amsterdam in their time. Yeah, so TwitchCon's been cancelled, so I'm not going to that. So lucky for you, you get one more stream. And instead, so that got cancelled. So I managed to get, I think I got my flight back. May not have my flight back. Don't lost 150 quid on my Airbnb. See, this is the thing about Airbnbs, is they're not generally, they can be a bit all over the place. So yeah, the Airbnbs were interesting, and you don't get your money back. So it's just like tough shit. So I get half your money back, but that's still 150 quid down the drain. Oh, Arden, you've been testing. Yes, that was the next thing. You redeemed Teacher Welsh Word. Right. I haven't really thought about this. This was something I did over the weekend. So, Arden, you also... I'm going to shout you out, because you designed the dragon coins, which I'm trying to think of another way. Well, I've still got my Twitch emotes thing. You redeemed Teacher Welsh Word 1,200. So, I am going to teach you a Welsh word. This is my little thing that I am going to teach. And I think in the spirit of the coronavirus, I will teach you the Welsh word for... What do I know? I could teach you the Welsh word for being sick. Yeah. The Welsh word for being sick is sal. Sal. And it's spelled S-A-L. So it's like that. So, the Welsh word for being sick is sal. I need to think of a better way of doing this. I might put two levels. I might say redeem teacher Welsh word for 1,200, and then I'm going to say like if it's if you get, I don't know, maybe 2,400, you can pick a Welsh word. Maybe something like that. But yes, sal means to be sick. As in sick as in poorly, not sick as in... does it really mean vomit? Maybe? I don't know. Not really giving it a thought. Tween tame or sal. It generally means tween tame or sal, which is I feel sick. I hope that's every day's an education. And every day is also video games. And today we are playing Super Mario Bros. 3. Where we left off and has been epically spelt out by the princess is she has basically written in Japanese, because I quite clearly read Japanese. Hi there. Reese completed 6 worlds of the 8 in Mario 3, and he is now in a position where he's going to complete the last 2 worlds, and if he takes less than an hour, or slightly more than an hour, we'll probably play something like Quiplash. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Depending on numbers, I don't know. I'll find something else to do, but it may be that, it may not be, but we'll see what happens. And if not, we can join you for a day. I'll think of something else to do. But, yes, let's just continue our thing. I think this is Pipe World. Hang on. I'm just going to double check my levels, because that was the first bit of music. Yeah, okay, cool. You can hear it. Now, my experience of this world is I fucking hate 7-1. I think you can skip. Okay, you can't actually skip that bit. But I'm going to skip it this way. Binary Badger, good evening. How are we? How was your week and your weekend? We are currently playing literally my least favourite level in Mario 3. How are you? I'm good. It's been an interesting few weeks. Interesting few days. Put it this way, my birthday was utter shite. For two reasons. I did two things. So basically, to explain my birthday, it's a birthday. Right. So I lost on the Tuesday night. I didn't lose. Because of the... And it's going to be called the fucking coronavirus. Now, a lot of my clients are in... Yeah, it was a bit rubbish, but it's nice of you. Nice of you to care and ask questions. But yeah, a lot of my clients are in the travel industry, and if there's one industry that's been hit at the moment with any sort of infection, it has been the corona. Has been the travel industry. Yeah. So my biggest clients basically turned around and they're perfectly entitled to do, and it's all done fairly. And it wasn't anything. It was a look. We're gonna have to do this. They. Oh, I'm gonna have to fill these in, aren't I? Yeah, time to get into the bog roll industry. Yes, and I can tell you're definitely half British by using the word bog roll. Yeah. So yeah, my biggest client basically quartered the amount of hours they use in a week, and I did it. I dealt with it the only way that a Brit knows how to, and that is to get absolutely twatted. So yeah, it was a bit shit. So I got very, very drunk on Tuesday night and woke up with a fucking rotten hangover. It was very, 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 very bad. And then, so, was basically spent my birthday hungover. Didn't want to do much, which is a bit shitty because basically everybody was like, "Are you coming out for a drink?" And it's like, no, I feel like utter death. Luckily, I kind of planned my birthday to be off, so I wasn't like being irresponsible. Not that irresponsible, but yeah. Not proud of myself. And then on to the next thing. So what happened after that was... Everything was going alright. You know, slowly getting over my hangover. Chatting to a few people. And there is a company in the UK, or sorry, Europe. Arden will know about this. You may or may not, Binary Badger. Company in the UK, and they're called Flybe. They're basically a low-cost airline. Now, they had been in trouble for a while. But they are a British company, and they got bailed out by the government because they wanted to keep things flying, and they also service a lot of the regional airports in the UK. So they're big employers in parts of the country that are not London, Manchester, you know, not the big ones. Anyway, so they got bailed out, and because I thought, oh well, they're probably backed by the government, I should be safe to book a flight with them for a friend's wedding who is getting married in Dusseldorf in Germany in legitimately about 3 weeks. Well, guess what happened? It went bust, didn't it? Yeah. So I had to rebook flights on my birthday, whilst with a stinking fucking hangover, and also try and get my money back for said flights. Now, luckily, I kind of have. I mean, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, did I get my money back? I haven't yet, but put it this way. So I booked it with credit card. I've forgot me fucking death counter. That was 2, wasn't it? Dun. Right. That should work. 31. I haven't yet. You do this thing. You can do 2 things. You can do a... But put it this way. You can do this thing called a Section 2025 claim back, which is basically you make... How does it work? But right. How to explain it? A Section 27 callback. Fucking hell. This is going to be hard. Explaining, basically, you get your money back straight away, and then if there is a problem, the credit card is allowed to take money from you. Now, what you could do is just do a chargeback, which is what I've done, which means you don't get the money back straight away, but whatever money you do get back, which will be legitimately all of it, you will... you'll keep it, you know, because it's more legit. So, to answer your question, I will do. Does mean that there's, at the moment, a £300 hole in my finances, which is not great, but I can deal with that. Yeah, on the plus side, because of the coronavirus, flights are really fucking cheap at the moment. So I booked with Lufthansa to Dusseldorf for legitimately the same price. And Lufthansa is not a low-cost airline. It's the German flag carrier. I think it's a flag carrier. But yes. So, that was good. But then I went to Berlin on the Thursday and had a fucking wicked time. I needed that. Saw a couple of my friends. Met my friend's new boyfriend, who was absolutely wonderful. Really, really good guy. So yeah, that was my week. But I should be back streaming. And I should be streaming fairly regularly, because the other thing that happened was the TwitchCon got cancelled. So I'm not going to TwitchCon. So I didn't get quite as much money back because I didn't book that, because I treated it as a business expense. I booked that through my cards and my business cards, so that's a debit expense rather than a business expense. Should get most of it back, but we'll see. If not, I can claim a travel insurance. So should really do that, shouldn't I? That's a nightmare. I don't know if anybody's ever claimed through travel insurance. It's like the most depressing thing in the world. But I'm actually in a really good mood. As I said, I had a great time in Berlin. And things are picking up a little bit. I think it was the initial shock of what happened. I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to be a little bit poorer, but did sign off another client. I did sign off another client Friday, so that's alright. Jamlock, ahoy hoy! How are we? Happy Monday. Hope you are wonderful. How was Berlin? Berlin was ace. What did I do in Berlin? I went to... what can I tell you about Berlin? I went to the... So... I feel like I should be running out of time. Hang on. That is a tough jump. What can I tell you about what I did in Berlin? Dinner time. Oh, excellent. Cool. See you in a bit. Berlin, what did I do? I went to... I spent time with my friends. Oh, God. I'm going to need to do that, aren't I? Spent time with my friends, which was lovely. We went to the Egypt... the Egyptian Museum, which is great. It's really good. Especially if you're into, like, Egyptian shit. Which I tend to be. I went to the GDR Museum. What was really interesting about the GDR Museum, so that's the former East German museum dedicated to life in East Germany, which is very, very interesting. What made it even more interesting is the people who I was with. So my friends were born... Oh, you lied to me, Binary. Why'd you lie to me? My friends in East... sorry, my friends who I was with, they were all born in the former East Germany. So they were telling me, like, stories about East Germany and how things are, how life was like in East Germany, which is fascinating. Because they were like, we don't really remember too much, but we remember a little bit. I also did a escape room, and I escaped. That's not news, I'm on 100% record, but what is news is the escape room was all in German, which was wonderful. And then I went to the computer game museum, which is lovely. So that was my time. I've been hearing some weird podcasts lately. Arden, how's it weird? Oh, this is an auto-scroller, isn't it? I don't know why I'm doing this. But yeah, the computer game museum is fascinating. I spoke with the guys who owned it on Twitter regarding... so, they have this machine there called Polyplay. And... it's the only game, or one of the few games, that is that was made in East Germany. It was the only arcade game. As a result, because it was like communism, the license was owned by the government, and of course, when the government collapsed, the copyright went into the public domain because nobody knew what to do with it. So anyway, long story short, it's one of the few games that is actually legal to play on MAME. Can I go through here? So yeah, that was interesting. I shit you not, it's a humor podcast by about 4 to 5 guys. Oh god, that's useful. 4 to 5 guys read the Goosebumps books. So the Goosebumps books, have I got a frog suit? Interesting. I mean, are they doing it in like a funny style, or is it just, you know, are they putting on axes for all the... I must admit, I've never actually read a Ghostbooks book. That didn't work. I'm gonna use McLeod. Right, that was cheating. I know what they're about, ish. Oh, I should have really used a star. They tried to read the books, but they're so corny. So I'm assuming it's done in a humorous style, or are they doing it deliberately? How old are these people? One of my friends has this saying where it's like, he will say, there is something here, isn't there? They're 30. Well, That's probably not the age I was expecting, because there is like a running thing where it's like um he says one of my friends has a saying where it's like a group of what's it? A group of sheep is called a flock. A group of crows is called a murder. A group of middle-aged men is called a podcast. See, I knew there was something there. Oh, that didn't work. You laughed. Good. It's yeah. Thank Parker for that. It's really bad though, because like I've listened to a few podcasts now where it's like, oh, there's a wrestling one. Have a listen to it. It's called The Payoff. And they're just basically rich white guys. And it's so obvious they're rich white guys. So bad. Right. What do I do? Is there a pipe up here? Yeah, there we go. That's where I need to go. Yeah, it's called The Payoff. It's basically these two guys who talk about, like, wrestling matches, and you can just tell they're rich white guys. Because they get, like, all these guests, and it's like, we're so lucky and to get this. It's like, you've got a marketing budget behind your podcast. Because you haven't, you know, you're getting all these viewers, all these reviews, and you're not getting any money for it. And you're getting, like, all these guests. So it's, I don't know. It is what it is. Right, I'm going to try this one again. Be back later, food's actually ready. Excellent. Enjoy your food. Ah, bollocks. See you in a bit. Anyway. I feel like a star would be useful here. If I actually bloody use it properly. No! I'm serving AFK bosses on some broomstone. Cool, that's fine, Jamlock. Thanks for popping in. Oh! P-Wing. Was not expecting of P-Wing. So I'm going to assume this goes to the Toad house. Making... No, it doesn't. Making the previous level rather redundant, I was going to say. Oh, that didn't work. You should get points if you get 3 of them wrong. Like... Not even wrong, just... the actual wrong ones. Oh, I should have used my thing, shouldn't I? This has got tricky platformer written all over it. I have a funny feeling that's got a mushroom in it. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Now, you remember what we do at this point, ladies and gentlemen? We P-wing it. Because I've got loads of them. Oh. Oh, bollocks. How are you supposed to get up there without having your thing? Right, there we go. Job done. That should get back some of the lives. 37 deaths. Predictions, do we get under 50? Feel free to make your predictions. On that, let's go 8. Where's one more? You're gonna say 54. That's a good prediction because basically it kind of says that I'm gonna probably complete it soon, but also like, yeah, I don't know, 39. But you're not gonna get what you truly want, which is under 50 deaths. I mean, it's not what I truly want. I mean, I want world peace and an end to Brexit. But yeah, probably not gonna get that. Also, as a blubby thing there, do the easy thing, and then just throw myself into a fireball. I obviously like the singe feeling. Oh, this is arse, isn't it? That's better. Oh! I came back, didn't it? Oh well. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna ruin my life? No, you're not. Oh, that was stupid. That worked. Yeah, 54 is going to be... That's possible. You believe in me. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nobody else does. Right. What?! They have never ever done that. How fucking rude. Oh, okay. So there's 2. Thank you. I don't think there's any point using a star there, because I think I can do it. How many Hammer Bros suits do I have? So do you like the part where I said don't think we should use a star there, and then immediately use a star there? I just wanted to just quickly point that out. Just to make everybody aware of, like, the kind of shite that comes out of my head. Right, I don't know what to do with this. You... Ugh! You fire-breathing planty shit. Right. Why... No point in this game did they suggest, before that one plant, that those could breathe fire. Oh god, I hate this level. No, come back here. So why on that one level, at that one point, did they go, oh yeah, by the way, see, I'm dead. Does it do that? I could use a Tanuki. Or the cloud. I'm going to use the cloud. And hopefully... Well, that's got 3 of my lives back. Bastard. I don't want it there. I want it in a place I can get it now. Or if I get a fire flower here, I can do level 8. And then if I do level 8, I can go back and get it. That may be an option. Which may not be the most sensible option, but because I'd effectively require to survive up until that point with the fire flower, which may or may not happen. Or I survive with the mushroom, because if I survive with the mushroom, I can take a hit there, get through the fire bomb, and then hopefully complete the level. Then I can go get the end spade. Anybody know what the N stands for with those spades? I mean, has that ever been questioned? Okay, well, there's a fire flower. Not in the most useful. Okay, it's gone. So I don't have a fire flower. Now, hopefully, this will be a fire flower. Or a leaf. I mean, a leaf would be useful, but... Fire flower. Cool, right. Problem solved. I'm assuming this is the way out. Yep. Right. This is tactical. I feel like I made a mistake here already. I feel like I should have... actually use the star. All the time I said, don't use the star. I don't use the star. Oh! No, no, no. Oh! No! Should have just run. Right. Given up. That N square will never feel the love that Mario will complete on it. This feels like it's going to be bollock hard. Which is why I'm going to use this. That wasn't good. Genuinely thought you were going to pop up then. Okay, that makes that bit easy. That makes that bit easy. Binary Badger, welcome back, mate. How you doing? How was your food? We're just desperately trying to complete World 7. Because... oh dear. Okay, well... one thing that I have introduced... which may or may not... it won't be useful, but may be interesting. I've introduced one of the rewards for loyalty. 1,200 Drag points, which is Drag is for dragon. You can exchange 1,200 points, and I'll teach you a Welsh word. Anyway, the Welsh word that Arden requested was sal. Well, sorry, he didn't request it. He requested no Welsh word. He requested no words, but I taught him the word for sal because we were talking about what were we talking about? Can't remember. We were talking about oh yeah, the coronavirus. So I can see you have redeemed a Welsh word, Binary Badger. Okay, the Welsh word for something which I'm doing a lot on this stream, and that is dying, is bwrwawr. Bwrwawr. It's actually two Welsh words. It literally translates as pass away, and you spell it like that. So there we go. Bwrwawr. Bwrwawr. That literally means dying, which I have been bwrwawring pretty much all bloody stream. 2 for 1, yeah. Welsh is interesting. I mean, Welsh is interesting. In that a lot of Welsh words are... Oh, and Jamlock's redeemed it as well. Right. Okay, so a lot of Welsh words are... They're like German in that the language, when you speak it, the words, if they don't have a word, they will come up with one. And the word I'm going to teach you is the word for mobile phone, which is another one of those words. And I know mobile phone is 2 words in English, so bear with me on this. But mobile phone is fawn symudol. And in the translation, that literally translates as phone moves. So I'll spell it out. Unfortunately, I can't actually spell it out properly, because the character doesn't exist on one of the characters. There we go. Fawn symudol. Right, you spell it. I think you spell it like that. Hang on, I'm just going to double check it. Fawn symudol. Mobile phone. So if you're watching on a fawn symudol, feel free to raise your hand. No, I didn't spell it right. Right. Fawn symudol. There we go. I will introduce, by the way, a second tier where there will be the Welsh word that I will teach you. You can recommend. I'm down to my last life here. I'm going to be a little bit... No. So, yeah, fawn symudol. Use mobile phone. So, if you're watching on a fawn symudol, feel free to raise your hand. Right. First, continue death. Which, I mean, put it this way. We have unlocked a fair few. Oh, hello. I can get the thing. Shaken! Good evening. Happy Monday. How are you doing? Right. I think that was the mushroom. Yeah. How was your weekend? I got 2 for 1 then. It was great. Which is the way through? Doing okay. Started working first time today since operation. Oh, congratulations! Amazing. That's wonderful news. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get that money flowing. Indeed, that's really, really useful. Right, I'm going to reset this because... genuinely thought I screwed that up. Right, please. Sorry, I have 2 for 1. Rimon. Is it pronounced Rimon or Rymon? It means both grenade and pomegranate. Grenade and pomegranate. Okay. Remon. Well. Yeah. That's a word that probably about what so Ramon, yeah. I think that's me and Jamlock, isn't it? Remoners. We're Remoners. We're pomegranate. Maybe that's our way of claiming back the word. A grenade is like a pomegranate in that it has a little bit of shrapnel and then I never really thought of it like that. I wasn't paying fucking attention, was I? Yeah, Jamlock's prediction is way out the window. But yeah, that does make sense. I mean, maybe... I'm assuming pomegranate became more known to speakers of Hebrew Israeli before the grenade. So, you were correct. Verona over here, yes. I thought you were. I think most fairly intelligent people, at least mildly intelligent people are. So yeah, we'll there we go. If anybody uses the term Ramona, it just means we like pomegranates. So, yeah. And they'd be like, oh, the fucking Brexit means Brexit. Oh, it's out. You know, shite like that. So, yeah. Thank you, Binary Badger. The use of pomegranate is much older. I assume so. Do you know what? I'm going to take a tactical death. Because I don't want to... I don't want to die there. This might actually be a 2-hour stream. Like, in terms of... actual playing this game. I'll have to do this level, don't I? So as virtually all Israelis are compulsory military service, the grenade meaning isn't that uncommon. Yeah, I imagine not. Because now we have to do this level properly, like boys and girls. Because Reese is fucking useless at this game. Oh, that's what you do. There we go. Job done. The job not done. I'm going to run out of time on this level, aren't I? Oh, I have to use that, don't I? Lurk, you got to do dishes. Okay, cool. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, close. Nearly screwed that up. But thankfully I did not. Well, that was one life. Boom. Job done. Right. What are we on next? I should really do the spade thing every now and again, just to do a bit better. Right, this twat of a level. See, even this bit's hard. This is like the first jump in the game. I say game. There we go. Right, what are you gonna do? You're out of sync, aren't you? Right, let's try again. That's better. I don't want to use anything. Hang on a minute. Do I have to do this level? I'm just thinking. I've just thought, because I did the castle, didn't I? So that's unlocked a door. So there should be a pipe which leads me through that door. You watch, I'll do it now. Told you. Knew as soon as... I don't think I have to do that level. And I'll tell you why. The pipe by World 9, I think I've unlocked. Frog soup. So it's not that one. So there will be a pipe. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, well I wasted a couple of lives there. There we go. You and your unable to use wings. Dun, 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 dun. What else can I tell you? Oh! I had... Oh... So... I've got a new favourite bar in Berlin. I went there on the second night. It's such a hipster bar. I've actually got a favourite bar, and it's got, like, craft beer and shuffleboard, which is basically, like, a hipster 1-2 punch. It was great. It's called Kashk. It's by the Luxembourg stop. Interesting, and this is probably going to be more for Brits as well. I also went to Brewdog. Brewdog brew their own German beer. As in, like, it's different from the ones in the UK. Right. This has got... Brewdog is a brewery in Berlin. I wouldn't be surprised. They brought the old Stone Brewing. Is Stone Brewing... Oh, this is going to be a fucking nightmare. Is Stone Brewing German? I always thought it was American. Dun, dun. Yeah. Oh, they are US. Oh, excellent. I was not wrong. Which is the first time for everything. That was dumb. Just thought I was going to lose that. There's going to be one of these where I have to use it, isn't it? There we go. They bought a brewery in Germany to break into Europe. Okay, well, that makes sense. And I'm assuming... Ah! Well, I don't assume anything, but I assume that Brewdog bought it because they want to keep themselves in Europe. They do strike me as a company that does want to do that. But yeah, I went there. It was really good, actually. It was full of expats. Sorry. British immigrants. Ah, that was... All the things to screw up on was that. Okay, that's not dreadful. Right, tactical mushroom. Just hoping for a fireflower. Not a fireflower. Thingy. But yeah. Liked it. I mean, it's basically Brewdog, but in a different language. And that was a very British thing to do. Oh, you go abroad to this wonderful country. What do you do? The first thing you do is go to a pub you can go to. Literally, I can get a taxi and go there. Please be a thing. No. But, hey, well, Brits abroad. Tis what we are. We do not travel well as a nation. I mean, fuck it, we're barely sane when we're at home. There we go. Oh, it's getting tense here. I don't want to tempt fate. Oh. Oh. World 7, done. In the books. Onwards. GG. Thank you very much, Shaken. And the King of Pipe World looks... I don't know. Like a Viking, I suppose. Ooh. Don't get a thing. Right, World 8. Here we go. Facing Bowser's Armada. Oh. Right, prepare for death. We got 50 minutes to do it. We should be alright. That jump there. I've done it twice now. Now, the good thing about this level is once you defeat them, you don't have to beat them again. Like, even if you die, you generally get quite far into it. Right, so this will be the mushroom. I think, because you do get a boss at the end of this. And I think it's like either a boomerang, but oh my goodness, Steve, feel the lag. It's usually either Boom Boom or a Hammer Brothers, and I think it's a Hammer Brothers. Oh! Big cannonball. Stone. There we go. Right. Should be alright from here on in. Definitely. Unstar. That's going to be my next word, by the way, when I teach you, when somebody redeems 12,000 points. I'm going to teach you the word for star. Oh, I was slow, I was slow, I was slow. Jamlock! Haha! Right. Star. Actually, one of the few words I know off the top of my head. The reason being is that if I have... some woman is ever daft enough to provide me with children, I will be naming one of my children this. So the Welsh word for star, providing it's a girl, the Welsh word for star is seren. Seren. Spelled like that. Yes. Yes. And there is a reason why. Basically, all the women on my mother's side of the family are all given, like, they've got, like, stars as their name. And I wanted Seren. So, my grand's was called Stella Bertha. My mum's called Stella Jane. So yeah, I want to call this. I don't want to call her Stella because that has connotations with cheap and nasty alcohol. And Saren doesn't. So yeah, Saren. It's quite actually a common. It's a common name actually in Wales for a girl. Um, and it's also derivative of. I think Serena may actually be a derivative of it. But yeah, nice name. Find that lady ASAP. I'm trying. I'm try joining online dating. I don't want to sound edgelordy or anything like that. It's a fucking minefield. It's absolutely terrible. Um, and I feel sorry for any woman who wants to be married to me. But there we go. Right, on with the game. Ah, bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Yeah, I know. I'm doing the same. It's so. I am. It's a weird thing, and I don't want to slag it off, but it's. And I don't want to come across as being like, "Oh my goodness, why don't any woman want to date me?" or anything like that, because I'm not. I just legitimately, it is so depressing, and I think it's depressing from everybody's example because there's so many dicks on there. Quite literally, if you're a woman, from hearing friends who have been on it. Oh God. Oh. That it's just so depressing. Now, I will say this. The best thing that online dating ever gave me, which is kind of related to this weekend, was this girl called Kristen. Now, Kristen is one of my friends. Basically, we went on a date. We matched on you met your missus on Tinder. Well, congratulations. Glad it was successful. And to be honest, you're rare because so many people I know just don't meet anybody, and then they all hate the opposite sex, which is wonderful. Because that's no way to form a society. I completely agree it's possible. Yeah, so Kristen is one of legitimately my closest friends. So we went on a date in Manchester. And she added me. We basically matched. We went on a date, and we basically kind of went. Well, I was a little bit more like, oh, she's really, really lovely. I'll see how it goes. And then, as I kind of got to know her, we were like, at this point, we'd never done anything. But because Kristen, we basically were like, probably not. But you're actually really fucking cool. So I'd like to keep hanging out with you. And, you know, as friends kind of thing. Now, basically, Kristen is my gym, lives in Berlin. So I was seeing her over the weekend. And that's whose new fella I met. So I met a fella. He's really lovely. Not even that. Met her new fella. She's lovely. He's lovely. I say new. They've been dating for over a year. But yeah, it's really handy to have, and I literally speak to her more than my parents. And I speak to some of her friends more than my parents. And it's really lovely. That's been good. Everything else has been shit. And I don't want to really slag him off because, you know, it's not... I haven't really got any sort of, like, really bad dating stories. Have I? have I got any bad dating stories? I've got. Oh God, yes. Oh my goodness. So yeah, the worst one I can kind of share. This was ages ago. This was a very, very long time ago. Where we went. Yeah, so I met this girl. This was when I back lived in Wales, and she was nice. Got chatting with her, seemed alright, and then we kind of said, "Do you want to meet up and go for a drink?" And it was like, "Yeah, cool." Hope you don't mind. I've never really done online dating before. Do you mind if I bring a friend? And I was like, sure, why not? And she basically, the friend that she brought was her, how do we put it? The friend that, the friend was her 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid brother, which was lovely. So basically, we couldn't go to the pub, which would be my go-to date. Instead, yeah, quite literally one of them. The other thing I found out, which wasn't her fault, I hate this level, by the way, so this is why I do this. The other thing I found out was that she was in a car crash about 3 days before the date. Rather than like cancel or anything, she ended up. She went on a date, and she was still basically fucking high on morphine, or probably not morphine, but high on painkillers and a bit woozy. So the conversation went as well as you expected. It is what it is, and it's a really, really difficult thing because I don't want to be like, oh my god, fucking hate dating kind of thing, you know. I mean, I do, but I don't want to be like, you know, because I hear really, really bad stories. I mean, god awful stories from people about dating. Like from both genders. There's just a lot of get over. There's just a lot of idiots, and it kind of like is that the word? Defranchises people. But then again, I forgot to add my thing. I do a lot of chatting. I mean, I do a lot of chatting, but sometimes my problem is I don't like chatting too long. The reason being is I want to get in a position. That being said, my last girlfriend, who I met online dating, and relatively speaking, you know, even now she's sound. Just wasn't meant to be. My last girlfriend, who I met through online dating, I spoke to her for legitimately, I'm going to say 3 months before we actually started. I literally plucked up the courage. Teach a Welsh word. Right, okay. Welsh word. Okay, so we're talking about dating. Let's teach the Welsh word for love. Oh, I'm a massive sucker. So there are Oh, you want nice eyes. Slug guy. Okay, right. Nice eyes would be slug-eyed thou. Slug-eyed thou. So Welsh, you kind of switch the adjective around. So you spell it. So that literally translates as slug-eyed thou, which you spell like that. Literally translates as beautiful eyes. I'd treat it more as beautiful, because when you so that's beautiful eyes. You can do slug-eyed nice, but you'd probably say slug-eyed thou, because nice is a nice, like the Welsh word for nice doesn't really fit the context, so thou is probably more accurate. I've screwed this up, haven't I? Yeah. So that's probably more better. So thou means beautiful, basically. Yeah. So I'm going to introduce. Yeah. So next time I'm going to introduce the dry coins. I'm going to change it so that I can pick the Welsh word with one. Best pickup lines. I mean, you could put some together. Llygad fel seren. Llygad fel seren literally translates as eyes like stars. Oh, I don't know what that translates as. I'm sorry. I don't. Do I know any Welsh pickup lines? Don't think I do actually. No. You must be tired. You've been running through my head, and I don't know what that is. Sorry. My chi wedi blino. Anyway, you need to redeem points for that. See if you can work it out through. I could probably work it out. Yeah, I think I've actually worked it out what it actually is, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait for another opportune moment. No need is a bad pickup line. Well, yeah. It is god awful. Oh. I need to check how many channel points everybody's got, because I might put that as a massive stretch goal. It's only 3. Will we get under 100? I'm gonna need some water, actually. I had a really dry throat in Berlin. I don't know why. It's happened every time I've been there, actually. I just get really, really dry throat. Oh, bollocks. Oh! That was tough. I should really use... I might start using some of my leaves. Whew. I think this is it. No! This is not a nice level, is it? I'd be very interested to see which game I completed. You know, the fastest or the slowest from the Mario games we've been playing. I think so far, I would guess Mario 1. In fact, I wouldn't guess. Ah, bollocks. Just really bad. But we'll see going forward. Yeah, I think Mario 1 has actually been the fastest we completed a game. And I think that was nearly 2 hours as well. Whereas this is like... Whew. needs to stop missing jumps, though. Doesn't help when I do stupid things like that. Oh, dear. Right, keep going, keep going. Genuinely thought I missed that jump then. My heart just kind of stopped and it was just like, oh no, I didn't. Why did I jump then? Why did I jump then? Didn't have to do that. Ugh. I messed that up as soon as I was in a position where I just couldn't in a position where I missed that start. Right, get the start. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Crapped out on me there. I don't know if it did for anybody else. That wasn't fun. Fucking hell. It's Death Counter. Did I? Yeah, I gave it enough space so I could get 10,000 deaths. Well, that's not good. That being said, I'm assuming I'm hitting the right buttons. If I'm not, then it's not keeping up. Right. Let's try again. Oh, for crying out loud. Cock and balls. Why didn't that come back? Oh, shit. I think the best I can hope for is to pick up a few more leaves. It's really bad race. That, again, wasn't good. Right. It was looking good up until World 6. And I don't want to use things. I'm going to skip those and go straight to World 6. World 1, sorry, level 1. Thought I asked that up then. Progress! Progress, progress, progress. Sorry, I'm choosing her. I don't think anybody cares. Never mind. Got there in the end. No. Right. Okay. So obviously these rooms are kind of linked. They look very similar. I've just got to remember. That's a strange one. There's quite a lot of items though, so not the end of the world. I seem to think there was more success this way. Okay, so I can't go that way. Oh, hello. Right. Getting a lot of lives. Not really going anywhere. I'm very, 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 very much aware that this is actually quite boring. And for that I apologise. Right. So is the doors are linked in some way, shape, or form? I mean, the doors are linked generally, but... Oh, fuck. Oh, that was terrible. Right. Let's just keep going. Let's see where we end up. Just don't rush things. Oh. So the obvious way is to get to here and knock these out. Right. Well, the lives are going back up. Oh, there you go. Right, done. Right, we may actually finish this tonight. Because that should unlock it all the way through to the final. Yeah. Right, yeah. So... I think there's only one, maybe two more levels. So, that's good. Yeah. So basically, we're pretty much there. And I probably won't have to choose it, which is wonderful. And we have a lot of lives. Well, we don't have a lot of lives. We have a lot of things. So I'm going to be using Hammer Brothers. I'm going to try and... I believe if you use the Hammer Brothers, the Hammer suit on the... on thingy, on... If you use the Hammer Brothers on Bowser, you kill him in one shot. I love the way I struggled on so many levels, and then this one just did it first time. Well, but not done it first time. Told you I didn't do it first time. But nearly did it first time. Boom. Boom. That level doesn't seem as long as some of the other ones. But for some reason, their boom boom I just don't seem to agree with. Oh, for God's sake. I love the way when I give myself some help, I immediately decide, you know what? Don't need any help. I'll just take it. I'll just take a hit. You know, make my life a little bit harder. Why not? Always the bloody way. Yep. There we go. Just make my life harder. Make my life bloody harder. Happen again. Happen again. See? I think because I'm used to being Small Mario and the hitbox of that. On that part, that I can do it fine as Small Mario, but as Big Mario, I struggle. Which I shouldn't do, because I should be able to deal with it, because I can float. If I've got the leaf, which I invariably have. See, just bloody terrible. happen again? I'm just making silly mistakes. Again. I think I'm getting tired, man. So, my flight got in about 11 o'clock. It took me about an hour before I get to bed. So generally, when I'm not streaming, I generally go to bed about 9. No, not 9. Sometimes 9. I'm much more of a morning person than I am an evening person. Which is... It is what it is. That one didn't even get to the thing, so that saved us a job. Right. Luckily, we've unlocked everything. So, that's fine. How many deaths am I on? 101. Way, we broke 100 deaths. Bloody useless. Right. Just gonna have a drink. I think the amount of lives I've got left, I should do it on this go. It shouldn't take me more than about another 10 minutes. You'd hope so, wouldn't you? Oh, for God's sake, that was a stupid thing to lose. Got trapped, didn't I? Running out of leaves. I have to go back and play those levels. Right, try not to lose my leaf here. Fucking lost my leaf there. Such a tight window. I think it does it deliberately, if I'm honest. I don't think there's any way through. Probably is, I'm just god-awful. Right. Yes! So, as I said, yes, I am god-awful. That would have been a silly place to lose one. Right. That should be enough. It won't be, but it should be. Didn't need her. Job done. Right. Last level. Oh, do I have to go this way now? I think I have to do this. I think that's the way you go. It's not like Mario, is it? Why were they not firing? Right, Tanuki. Or I could use my P-Wing. Done it again. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I have to do it the harder way. So it's 2, then jump. Right, okay. I'm going to see if I can hammer bro her. Probably won't be able to. No. That part there, this... Another hammer bro. That was use. Fat lot of use that was. Oh! Oh, it's a tricky end of the game. Right. God, if I get to the end of the game dressed as frog... No. There we go. See? Know that cheat, don't I? Right, this should do it. Oh god. Right. Oh my goodness! Hang on. Sorry. Gemini, how are you doing? Thank you for very much for the raid. Oh, right at the end. Yes, don't worry. Thank you very much for the raid. Noxter, hello. How are you doing? How's everybody? How is everybody's evening going? Thank you very much for the raid. Yeah, right at the end. I do apologise for this. You've literally raided the worst possible time. Thank you very much for the raid. I do appreciate it. Put you in the spot, but I'm doing good. Good to hear that. Thank you very much for dropping in and with a raid. So hello, my name's Reese Wynn at Reese Wynn. I am a variety / retro streamer based in the UK, Manchester, England. Currently, we're trying to complete Mario. We're trying to complete Mario 3. We're on the last level. This has been over a couple of streams now. And we're really struggling. Yeah, it's a good... It's going good. How was your stream? What were you streaming? I saw you was it Resident Evil? You got your heart rate monitor working again, didn't you? You can do it. Yes. Oh, thank you, Arden. I always appreciate it. But yes, thank you. I'll give you a shout out, actually. Completely forgot. Right, where are my manners? Oh, that's the wrong command, sorry. I'm all rather flustered. Yes. Oh. Oh, damn, a death counter. Yes, it has been fun. I made it myself. It was... Yeah, my day job is I do a lot of programming. And, yeah, I built it one day, which I was really impressed with, because there's not that many death counters for the Mac. So, yes. It was needed after, because basically we've been playing all the Super Mario games. It was needed after Super Mario Lost Levels, where probably went into the thousands. But yes, hang on, still playing that. 2/3 in, yes. So you got your heart rate monitor working with it as well, and everything. Yeah, we've got. I mean, we've got quite a lot of deaths. We've had quite a lot of deaths this evening. It was actually going really well. We were on a... shit. Right. We were on a... we're on a good little run, and then we got to World 8. And it's just been... It's just been a nightmare. But it is what it is. Yeah, it's really good. I've got to have it on. I mean, I love Resident Evil, but I can't wait to find a brand new game to watch it race to 134 or something. Yeah. So I'm assuming because you know what happens, it causes a less of a... Oh, for fuck's sake. It causes less of a... you know, less of a... your heart rate going up. I wouldn't do that. I mean... You're a braver man than I. I mean, I don't really like horror games, but... it is what it is. I remember doing this game like a year ago. I forgot how hard it's such a hard game. Do you know what the worst thing is? Is the difficulty curve is ridiculous. Like, it starts off like so low, and then it gets to the point where it's really silly. Last two levels in particular are tough. Yeah, apologies, by the way, to all of iChat Gemini's followers. I swear like a fucking trooper. Yeah, so not a family-friendly stream. But not, I mean, that being said, you play horror games, so imagine yours is great. Right, here we go again. Oh! Okay. I broke Mario 3. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I don't have much anxiety on this game. Still, loads of things I've forgotten about. It was such a great game. It looks amazing. I mean, I seem to remember it doing quite well when it first came out. Right, I'm not going to risk it again. Right, one more. Oh! Right. Oh! I was expecting it. That's why I jumped. Fucking cock and balls. Right. Yeah. A big fat F. Big fat F, yes. Well, if nothing else, you don't just get the end of my stream. Well, I mean, you do get the end of my stream. But you actually get a little bit of bang for your aid. Fucking hell. The problem is also with these platforms is they don't renew. So if you're familiar with playing Mario Maker 2, yeah, they don't renew. Right. So there's 2 to begin with. That's perfect. Right. What happens if I stand there? Right, that's what you do. He jumps... I need to wait until he's coming down. I think. That wasn't great. Right. Last life. It's not my last life now that I've got another life. Take a deeper. I'm somewhat familiar with this playthrough a lot as a kid. Yeah, so did I. Thankfully, this save state. I'm going to take a deep breath. Last life means the game's beaten. One can only hope. It'll be the time where I miss this life that I beat it. as I was saying. Right. Take a drink. But yeah, how's everybody's evening going? To all of iJet Gemini's raidees? I'll be RB after stream snack. No worries. Enjoy your snack. I could do with a snack. Okay, just try not to move around too much. Anything you want to talk about, or are you just happy? I'm happy just to leave it that, or not say anything. But yes, hopefully my not completing this game is aiding you in not moving around too much. We will hopefully be around. Up we go, 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 down we go, up we go, there we go. Right. I don't get why only one of those statues fires a laser. I mean, I'm grateful. Nothing serious. You relearn hard way. Too much exercise is bad for a couch potato like me. Well, I'm in the same boat. I'm in such the same boat, mate. That was a daft one. Sorry. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm not wearing a heart rate monitor, by the way, because my heart is going buzz. I'm actually sweating. Okay. Going from practically 0 to 12k steps in different terrain turns out to be painful on the legs. Yes. I used to walk quite a lot. And when I did, I actually got really good at walking, like walking long distances. Yeah. So I completely with you, Noxter, on that. Because I completely lost my ability to walk long distances. And getting it back is quite. It's one of those things I've actually wanted to do for a while. He only did one then. Right. Yes! Yes! I don't want to scream. It's 11 o'clock at night. No save state either. I'll just point it out. Done. See, easy, good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've completed Super Mario 3. Which is lovely. Yes. It is done. It is over. It is 118 deaths. 180 deaths done. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. It's been quite a journey. I didn't expect it to take 2.5 hours, but we took 2.5 hours for the last two worlds. Right. So, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me earlier on today for everything. Sorry, I'm keeping the noise down because I feel like it's getting late. Thank you very much for iJet Gemini for the raid. I really do appreciate that. To explain what we're doing now. So I'll be probably streaming either Wednesday or Thursday. I'll put my socials and my Discord out as well. I'll probably be streaming either Wednesday or Thursday at about 9 o'clock UK time. The game I'll probably be streaming once again will be 2 Point Hospital, which is like a theme hospital clone. So that's on the Nintendo Switch. And then I'll probably be streaming again at the weekend, which will be 11 o'clock. And 11 o'clock will be, I don't know, probably Ikaruga as well, because I can't be bothered moving things around. Right, I am going to throw you over to A1 Major, who is streaming Streets of Rage 2. Thank you very much for dropping in and spending some time with me this evening. Really do appreciate it. Hope to see you all again very, very soon. As I said, Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll probably leave you with A1 Major. He's an Australian streamer, so he'll probably be a little bit more awake than me. Thank you very much, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.
Best musically, yeah, in my opinion, it is. That's my opinion. So I don't know what you would consider, because I also consider Streets Rage 3